Welcome back. You're watching The Property Guide at ET Now. Thank you so much for staying with us. Our guests Om Ahuja and Kartik Verma are still with us, helping us find the right investment when it comes to property. This week, our review of a micro market focuses on Dwarka Expressway. Now, this 18-kilometer stretch, promising as an investment location right now, and it seems to have a lot of construction coming up on that stretch. Take a look. Dwarka Expressway, New Delhi's new artery into Gurgaon, has been buzzing with real estate activity from the beginning of 2008. Now, the first thing you'll notice about this 18-kilometer stretch of road is the construction on either side. Nearly 100 residential projects with 47,000 apartments are currently under construction. About 70% of these apartments will be luxury homes with amenities that range from helipads to double-height living rooms and Italian marble. The prices on the expressway range from 4,700 rupees a square foot in sectors closer to Gurgaon to 14,000 rupees a square foot in sectors closer to Delhi, which command a 35% premium to those not within city limits. Even though the prices of homes have risen 33% over the last year, sales have slowed down drastically in the last couple of quarters thanks to a glum economy and investors who are looking for exit options. To top it off, construction of the expressway itself has faced several delays, and it does seem like the deadline of October 2013 will be moved 18 months. Alright, Dwarka Expressway. Kartik, I'm going to come straight to you first. You just put out a report from your company saying nearly 50,000 units under construction in Dwarka Expressway, and you have noticed sales slowing down over the last quarter or so?
Yes, that's right. Dwarka Expressway got initially launched, or projects in that geography got launched in the first half of 2008, beginning first half of 2008. And after the expressway was announced, there were a lot more launches that occurred at that point in time. We've noticed starting the earlier part of this year that launches have slowed down, and that's partly because prices had reached levels of close to 9,000 to 9,500 on average for units that were typically more than 3 bedrooms in size. Dwarka has also traditionally been a very investor-driven market, much as its neighbor in Gurgaon. And given the state of the macroeconomy and so on, there's generally been slow offtake of properties over there. And we feel that's perhaps one of the reasons why new projects or announcements related to new projects have slowed down right now.
Well, 18 kilometers is a very long stretch, and the range of pricing on Dwarka Expressway is very different. It starts at 4,700, it goes right up to 14,000 rupees per square foot. For any investor right now looking at Delhi, does Dwarka Expressway make sense? Is that something you recommend?
We would be cautious on Dwarka Expressway, primarily for a simple reason that, what you see the price range, moment you're closer to Delhi, you have prices moving up. Moment you're away from Delhi, the prices keep going down. That's how the trending is currently. But we believe what Kartik rightly said, it's more an investor's market. One needs to be very cautious. There is somehow a feeling there is a lot of oversupply which has got created there. And a lot of investors have got stuck in this specific zone with regard to the kind of momentum which is currently being witnessed. There is very little action we see in terms of pickup into the zone. And we believe that new master plan of Delhi, which is 2021 master plan, 5 such Dwarka Expressway type of things are going to come up within Delhi Municipal Corporation. The choice of the buyer would be either Delhi or either Gurgaon, and Dwarka will have a lot of question mark in terms of going forward unless we see serious action in terms of infrastructure, social infrastructure, and many more aspects to it.
Starting in terms of infrastructure, how long is it going to take before that Dwarka Expressway is complete? And all of the social infrastructure we're talking about on either sides of those streets, we haven't seen any of it actually come up. How long is it going to be before it's the bustling, hub that it's projected to be right now?
Right. Well, if I knew when the expressway was being made, I'd just go and buy a whole bunch of apartments there and sell them. But jokes apart, I think the construction of the expressway has been delayed for a couple of different reasons. The party that had won the tender has been a little bit slow. There's been some issue of dislocation of about 500 families in Palan Vihar that had held up the construction as well. Hope is that sometime in the next 12 to 18 months, all these issues will be resolved and one will have a fine piece of infrastructure in terms of the highway over there. but it will be a little while before the expressway gets constructed. When it does get constructed, it will take you order of magnitude about 15 to 18 minutes from NH8 all the way to the end of Dwarka on the Delhi side. So I think the different lanes on the highway and 150-meter wide road and all those other things are very important. I second what Om said about hard infrastructure being put in there. These things tend to take a lot of time in India.
I want to ask you a very pointed question, Karthik. If I were one of your clients and I came into your office asking you for advice to make an investment in Delhi, would you recommend Dwarka Expressway, or is there a better option there?
Not at this time. I think the prices are fairly expensive for where we are in terms of the evolution of Dwarka right now. Like Om said, a lot of absorption needs to occur before there'll be some kind of correction, not correction in terms of price decline, but just an improvement in what the prices ought to be relative to the value of the area right now. So we probably wouldn't recommend an investment in Dwarka Expressway.
Well, in terms of an alternative to Dwarka Expressway, what are you recommending to your clients right now?
We would see Sona as a better investment, or you have golf course extension, which is also a safer part of pickup in terms of long-term investment.
So while our guests agree that investing in the Dwarka Expressway area right now might not be the best idea because of the oversupply, if you're still interested in making an investment here, our panel has drawn up a list of projects that are worth your attention. The Oyster Grande by the Adani Group, priced at 6,300 rupees a square foot. The Wing Chant by the Experian Group at 9,500 rupees a square foot. International City from Shobha Developers at 11,000 rupees a square foot. The Puri Constructions Diplomatic Green and Emerald Bay. And the Golf Avenue by CHD Developers, priced at 7,000 rupees a square foot. If you'd like to send us your questions, there's an email ID at the bottom of your screen. Also, if you want us to take a look at any particular city or review a micro market, feel free to write into us. Time to take a very short break. When we come back, we're going to tell you if it makes sense to invest in Greater Noida. Don't go anywhere.